and felt that something was different, but couldn't quite explain what. Maybe you noticed a sudden paleness, purplish spots, or even a thinner, almost translucent texture. These small signs, often overlooked or mistaken for just aging, might mean much more than they appear to. In fact, the body begins to speak through the skin when death is near, and this silent warning is real. What exactly does the skin reveal? Why does the family, even when attentive and caring, often miss these signs? And is there anything we can do even in the final moments to bring more comfort, dignity, and presence to the elderly we love? This video is not about fear. It's about awareness, about love, and about seeing what is so often missed. Today, we're going to show you the signs that an elderly person's skin may show when the end of life is approaching. These are signs that doctors, nurses, and palliative caregivers recognize instantly, but most families only understand when it's too late. By understanding these signs, you'll be able to offer not just physical care, but emotional presence. And you can help turn their final days or even hours into moments that are more human, peaceful, and respectful. So if this topic touches your heart, take a moment now to like this video. That helps YouTube share it with more people who need this information. Subscribe to Elder Longevity for more content like this, delivered with care, science, and empathy. And if you've ever experienced a similar situation, share your story in the comments. Your experience could comfort and guide other families too. Now, let's go to the first sign that can appear on the skin when the goodbye is drawing near. Part 1. Extreme paleness and cold in the extremities. One of the first signs that the skin may show when death is near is extreme paleness, especially in the hands, feet, fingers, and ears. These areas, known as extremities, often become noticeably colder to the touch and take on a grayish or bluish color. This happens because in the final stages of life, the body begins to redirect blood flow to the vital organs, such as the heart, brain, and lungs. As a result, the extremities receive less blood, becoming pale, cold, and lifeless. It's a natural process, but it can be unsettling for the family. Many people assume it's just a bad day or a common circulation issue. But when this sign appears alongside others, like excessive sleepiness or irregular breathing, it's time to pay attention. This change typically occurs within the last 24 to 72 hours of life. For the elderly person, this may bring a feeling of cold or discomfort. That's why it's important to use socks, light blankets, and, most importantly, human touch. A gentle hand, a soft word, or a kind presence can bring more comfort than anything else. It's not just about warming the body, it's about comforting the soul. If you've ever noticed this in someone you love, feel free to share your experience in the comments. Your story might help others understand this moment with more empathy and less fear. And remember, if this content resonates with you, like this video and subscribe to the Elder Longevity channel. It helps us continue to create human, honest, and respectful content for every stage of life. Part 2. Purplish or mottled patches on the skin, mottling. Another very important sign that may appear on an elderly person's skin in their final moments of life is the presence of purplish or bluish patches, often in a marbled pattern. This phenomenon is known in medicine as mottling, and it typically shows up on the legs, feet, and over time can move upward toward the thighs and even the arms. These patches don't hurt, don't itch, and aren't raised. But visually, they can be frightening for those who aren't prepared. So what's happening here? It's another sign of the decreased peripheral blood circulation. The blood is no longer reaching the areas farthest from the heart with enough strength, and that causes the skin to develop this mottled appearance, with tones that range from purple and blue to gray or even dark green. This sign is one of the most specific indicators of the terminal phase. When mottling appears, it's common for the elderly person to be entering a transition state, a stage where the body slowly begins disconnecting from physical life. It can last for hours or even days, but it usually means the end is near. Many families think it's a skin condition or a result of bruising, but it's not. Recognizing this sign is essential to understand what's really happening and respond with calm and compassion. It's time to enhance palliative care, respect the quiet, soften the lighting in the room, and above all, Simply be present. Sometimes more than words, what matters most is to just be there. If this content is helping you, don't forget to like this video and subscribe to Elder Longevity. Together, let's spread more awareness and care to those who are supporting a loved one in their final journey. Part 3. Absence of capillary refill and sudden wrinkling of the skin. A third sign that can be observed on an elderly person's skin when death is near is the absence of what's called capillary refill. This is a simple test many have heard, of pressing the tip of a finger or skin and observing how long it takes for the color to return to normal. In healthy people, this time is almost instantaneous, less than 2 seconds. However, in the final moments of life, this response becomes much slower or simply does not occur. When capillary refill is absent, it means that blood flow is severely compromised, and the body is in the process of shutting down peripheral systems to preserve vital organs. Additionally, the skin may appear wrinkled and dry, as if it has shrunk rapidly. This happens because insufficient circulation prevents the skin's natural hydration. Though it may seem like a small detail, this sign indicates that the body is preparing for the end by gradually reducing its functions. For families, it's important to understand that these changes are part of a natural process, and offering comfort with gentle touch, light moisturizing, and loving presence makes all the difference. If you're learning from this content, leave a comment with your questions or experiences. And don't forget to like and subscribe to continue following the Elder Longevity channel. Part 4. Changes in nail color and loss of skin. Elasticity. Another sign that may indicate death is near is the change in nail color, which can become purplish, bluish, or whitish. This happens because blood circulation is no longer adequate in the body's extremities, causing these visible changes. Additionally, the skin loses its natural elasticity, becoming thinner, drier, and having a fragile, almost paper-like appearance. These changes are a direct consequence of impaired circulation and bodily dehydration that occur in the final moments. While they may seem like small details, they reflect the overall slowing down of the body's systems. For caregivers, recognizing these changes is crucial to adjusting care and providing comfort. It's important to remember that the presence of these signs doesn't necessarily mean immediate physical suffering, but rather that the body is gradually shutting down its functions. Tenderness, patience, and constant observation are essential to ensure the elderly person feels supported and respected. If you're finding this content helpful, please leave a like and subscribe for more videos like this on the Elder Longevity channel. Also, feel free to share your questions or experiences in the comments. We've reached the end of this video, where we highlighted important signs that may appear on an elderly person's skin when death is near, signs that often go unnoticed by families, but can help better understand this delicate moment. Recognizing these changes is an act of love and respect, as it allows us to offer comfort and genuine presence in the last days or hours of life. Remember that caring for someone who is passing is one of the greatest acts of humanity we can offer. Being attentive, supportive, and respectful of each sign makes all the difference for both the elderly person and their family. If you found this content helpful, please like the video, subscribe to the Elder Longevity channel, and turn on notifications so you don't miss future videos. This helps us continue providing quality information with sensitivity and science. We also want to hear from you. Please leave your questions, stories, or feelings about this important topic in the comments. Together, we can build a supportive community for those caring and loving during life's final stage. Thank you for watching, and see you in the next video with more content to promote health, respect, and dignity for the elderly in every stage of life.